Hello, fellow stoners and music lovers alike. Welcome to local band Smokeout Canada. I'm your host, Nate, and it is time for another full song review. This time we are going to be looking at the artist Kevin Towill. Now, if that name sounds familiar to you, that is because Kevin used to be the vocalist and rhythm guitarist of a now deceased punk band from Calgary known as The Reckless Heroes. Very solid band. He had a lot of energy. They all did. It was awesome seeing them. And it's cool to see that Kevin is doing solo music. I see recently, back in November, he played a show with bands The Bodies of Everest, who we did a live song review for earlier, and as well as Owls and Eagles, Dr. James Reddy, and Walk Alone. So a lot of really cool artists. I'm not sure what to expect from Kevin on this track, but I am really excited, and I think it's time for us to dive into it. One thing to keep in mind is that he has this track available on all streaming platforms. The hyperfollow link will be provided for all of you so that you can go and find it. I'm going to hit that pre-save right now and let you all just witness as I do that, because you know what? I like to support my homie. This came out on February 25th. That should be also the date you're watching this video if you're watching it as it first gets released. Or if you're watching it a few days later, know this song is out. The link is in the description for you to go find it. And if you want to find Kevin on any social media, he prefers you find him on Instagram at Instagram.com/Kevin Towill. That's Towill. Go give him some love. Go hit a follow. Keep up to date with everything he's doing. And without further ado, I'm going to pull up the artwork as I see we have a post for it here. Let's check out The Devil That I Know by Kevin Towill.
Devil that I know wouldn't leave me for the world, and I'm just too weak to turn on down. Living always like a detox, but I'm always wanting to return to him, even though it brings out the worst. Keep on getting tangled up in this demon snare. He tries to tear from my face this human mask I wear. I wake up in the afternoon, head patted, my eyes fixed at the ground. The darkness surrounds me. I wish I could forget what I said when the devil was whispering in my ear, 'cause I never wanna meet the man I am with him. I keep on getting tangled up in this demon snare. He tries to tear from my face this human mask I wear. I can't stand the way I sin. I'm making myself sick again, without purpose and without a care. I've got no more soul to bear. Well, I thought I had a message here. You're smiling at my lies, a mirror to hear. This devil is a part of me. He bleeds through unapologetically. I keep on getting tangled up in this demon snare. He tries to tear from my face this human mask I wear.
That is The Devil That I Know by Kevin Towill. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting that. That was really cool. I don't need this plugged in right now. Yeah, I got a lot of things I want to say. They're all really good. There's one, I guess, mixed critique that I have, and I'm not even sure if it's intentional. If it is, then they achieved their goal, and in which case I'm just catching on to how it is. But the only thing that I could pick out on a side that I'd critique would be like the drums. I felt like they were kind of like back in the mix. Like the guitars and the vocals and everything were really forward, and I got a lot to say about the guitars and the vocals. We got a lot of good things to say there. But just in the aspect of where everything was sitting in the mix, it felt like the drums were a bit pulled back. And I wouldn't have minded if they were just pushed up a bit, or if the other elements were brought down a bit to allow the drums to feel like they were a bit more in line with everything else volume-wise. Like feeling like, if we're visioning a stage, it'd be like feeling like we have the drums way, way back. Like somehow we have a stage that's way too big for this band, and we've set the drummer off as far away from everyone as possible, so he can still be heard. He's still there, but he just kind of feels a little distant from everyone. That's the best way I can describe that. But when it comes down to the guitar tones, I love that spacey vibe, especially knowing that Kevin comes from this punk background, and like still catching influences of that in the song itself, but also knowing that, like, hearing that it sounds more digestible as a song. Like, this is something I could see getting played on a radio station and getting a lot of appeal just because it's catchy. The vocals have a lot of melody. Kevin still has his gruff punk voice, but it's gotten a bit more melodic to it because the music itself has calmed down, so he vocally can kind of calm down and be a bit more somber, I guess is the best way I can describe the vocal. And I love the layers, and I love the spaciness, especially when we got to that end with the lead. Like the way the acoustics and the leads and all the other guitar layers worked with each other, it was really, really solid. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other things that I could possibly say on a pro or a con. I know what the soup rating is going to be, but I'm trying to think of like why I'm so set on what I have, because there's so little that I can think to critique it on a negative end, aside from maybe just like a few cleanups on the mix, and then after that it might just be taste and preference. But overall, Kevin, you did a solid job. If you're into that kind of like, this almost feels like an indie rock kind of thing with like punk elements kind of vibed into it due to the background. And if you're into that, you guys got to go check out that Hyperfollow link. Go check out Kevin. I think he is doing something really cool, with, especially just expanding as a musician, similar to his former bandmate Chris, who's in Balrogoth. It's cool seeing what Kevin's doing all these years later, and this is really cool. Go to his Instagram. The track, again, that is now available is The Devil That I Know. I'm not sure if more music's going to be out, but go click that Hyperfollow, and you will be made aware of everything that comes out when it is ready for you. Yeah. Go give him some love. I'm going to give this 8 soups out of 10. Fantastic job. Fantastic job. Way to be, Kevin. Love what you did. Everyone go check him out. I'm going to rant and rave at this point. I'm actually a little sad that I have to wait a few more days to actually get to listen to this, as obviously we are recording this before the release date. So, solid job. I want you to submit this for the actual show when we go live, Kevin. That was great. Congratulations. Take care. Check him out. Much love, everyone. See you next time.